Sir Martin, with his loping stride, lopsided face, and strange, intense eyes. The archers stood. Sir Martin was Lord Slayton's brother-in-law. He was no more a knight than Hook was, but Lord Slayton insisted he was called Sir Martin in recognition of his high birth. "God's work waits on you, boys," Sir Martin greeted them. "We need a ladder long enough to reach that beam." Sir Martin jerked his head at the sign of the bull. "Sir Edward's bringing the ropes." A ladder was found as Sir Edward Derwent crossed the market square. Sir Edward was a man-at-arms and wore a mail coat over a leather jerkin covered by the same livery as the archers. He was a squat, thick-chested man with a face disfigured at the Battle of Shrewsbury, where a poleaxe had crushed a cheekbone and sliced off an ear. "Bell ropes," he explained, tossing 4 heavy coils onto the ground. "Hook, tie them to the beam." Sir Edward commanded Lord Slayton's men-at-arms, and he was as respected as he was feared. When Nick was done, he shinned down the last rope. "Let's get this done and over," Sir Edward said sourly, "and then maybe we can leave this goddamn place." The crowd had been herded into the centre of the marketplace. There were maybe 60 of them, men and women. "Can't burn them all," Sir Martin said regretfully, "so we're sending most to hell at the rope's end." More people were appearing now. Folk somehow sensed that the greatest moment of danger was over, and so they came to the marketplace, and Sir Martin ordered the archers to let them pass. "They should see this for themselves," the priest explained. There was a sullenness in the crowd, their sympathies aligned with the prisoners. "Who are they, anyway?" Hook asked. "Lullards," Sir Edward said. "What's a lullard?" "A heretic," Snowball said happily. "The bastards were supposed to gather here and start a rebellion against our gracious king, but instead they're going to hell." "But what makes them heretics?" Hook asked. "Oh, we are curious today," Sir Martin said sourly. "I'd like to know that too," Michael, Nick's younger brother, said. "Because the church says they're heretics," Sir Martin snapped. "Do you believe, Michael, that when I raise the host, it turns into the most holy and beloved and mystical flesh of our Lord Jesus Christ?" "Yes, Father, of course." "Well, they don't believe that," the priest said. "They believe the bread stays bread. And do you believe that our blessed Father the Pope is God's vicar on earth?" "Yes, Father," Michael said. "Thank Christ for that, or else I'd have to burn you." Hook watched as a man was hoisted onto the barrel and tied to the stake. More firewood was piled around his feet. Ropes had been slung from other signposts about the marketplace, and now soldiers divided the prisoners into groups that were pushed towards the makeshift gallows. "Come on, Hook," Snowball grumbled. "Hoist the old man up. We've got 10 to kill, so let's get the work done." One of the empty handcarts that had brought the firewood was parked beneath the beam, and Hook was needed to lift a man onto the cart's bed. The other 6 prisoners, 4 men and 2 women, waited. One of the women clung to her husband, while the second was on her knees, praying. All 4 prisoners on the cart were men, one of them old enough to be Hook's grandfather. "I forgive you, son," the old man said as Hook twisted the rope around his neck. "You're an archer, aren't you? I was on the hill at Homeldon when I shot a bow for my king. I sent shaft after shaft, boy, deep into the Scots, and God forgive me, but I was good that day." He looked into Hook's eyes. "I was an archer." England, for Hook, was not protected by mounted men in armour, but by archers. By ordinary men who could draw the yew-war bow and send an arrow 200 paces. So Hook looked into the old man's eyes, and he saw himself. "Nothing you can do about it, boy," the man said gently. "So draw the rope tight, boy, and when I'm gone, do something for me. You see the girl praying? She's my granddaughter, Sarah. She doesn't deserve heaven yet, so take her away. You're young, boy. You're strong. You can take her away for me." "How?" Hook thought, and he savagely pulled the rope so that the loop constricted about the old man's neck, and then he jumped off the cart. Snowball and Robert Peril, who had tied the other nooses, were already off the cart. "Simple folk, they are," Sir Martin was saying. "But they think they know better than Mother Church. Have no pity for them, because it's God's unbounded mercy we're administering."